Got breaking news out in Clipperland and the NBA world. Pablo Torre, snitching ass, out here talking about Kawhi Leonard got paid under the table to try to circumvent some sort of salary cap in some illegal fraudulent company called Aspiration.
What we know is that NBA executives were suspicious of how Steve Ballmer's Clippers landed the most valuable free agent on the market, Kawhi Leonard. That the NBA did not find that Ballmer got Kawhi by sweetening their offer. A tiny little company that Aspiration owes $7 million. And that LLC's name, David, is what?
KL2 Aspire LLC.
List there under manager or member name.
Kawhi Leonard.
Basically, the rundown is this. There was a company in California that got found out to be fraudulent, and it's called Aspiration. And this company was supposedly about planting trees and planet wellness and all this other shit. And basically, they had an endorsement deal with Kawhi Leonard for $28 million that had a stipulation in the clause saying that if he were to leave the Clippers, that $28 million would not be paid out to him. Also, they said that there was nothing in the contract that said he had to do anything. It was a quote-unquote no-show job for Kawhi Leonard. And later come out to find out that the city of California deemed this company to be fraudulent. Now the whole NBA world and Pablo Torre snitching ass want to claim that Steve Ballmer used this fraudulent company to circumvent the salary cap to make Kawhi Leonard come to the Clippers, man. If the company was found to be a fraudulent company, okay, Steve Ballmer was an investor into that company. They stole Steve Ballmer's money. The pictures being painted that Steve Ballmer was in bed with this fraudulent company, and this fraudulent company was found out to be one guy that was stealing money from investors and all types of other people, because that's what a fraudulent company does. So Steve Ballmer would be stealing from himself in order to give Kawhi Leonard $28 million under the table to keep him in Clipperland. How does that make any sense, Pablo Torre? The contract does exist. He is an endorser for this. And the thing that people are saying is the accusations are, well, he don't do nothing for the company. What does Kawhi Leonard do for any company? So Pablo Torre got this whistleblower, right, on his show that he interviewed that used to work at Aspiration.
The single largest payment to an individual for marketing that Aspiration ever made has completely evaded all press. It's honestly incredible. Nothing. He didn't have to do anything.
In other words, Kawhi Leonard got from Aspiration a $28 million no-show job.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm honestly so jealous.
Why is that your business, lady? The fuck department do we work with? For all we know, you work at the front desk. You over here talking about the biggest, largest companies at the payout and this and that. If you really want to put some stain on this report, then put your name out. Put your face on camera. You want to be all shadow simulated and this and that and this and that. Because you know why? Because you don't want to put your name on it. Why? Because you don't want to get blackballed by the industry. Because why? Because you know you want some bullshit. So why is it a problem that if he got him with somebody and they got him $28 million, how does that matter? Steve Ballmer ain't paying him. You know, that ain't on the salary cap tip. And that's not even the proof that Steve Ballmer was the one that got him to deal with these people. Come on now. Let's stop acting like the NBA's so cut and dry and everything is in between the lines and everything is just written on paper for everybody, bro. You don't think LeBron got some sort of deals anytime, at any point, any other type of incentives that maybe not been on the contract? Everybody knows what time it is. And matter of fact, everybody out there in the NBA world hating on the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard don't bother nobody. Kawhi Leonard don't bother nobody. Stick to himself, ain't talking about nobody, about nothing, ain't never in nobody's business. And Pablo Torre, snitching ass, want to be out here trying to smut his name. For what? Ain't even doing nothing. I seen people reacting talking about, if this is true, Steve Ballmer needs to sell the team. Are you guys fucking serious? You know who sold the team before? Donald Sterling. He was forced to sell the team for being a piece of shit. Come on, man. We don't just make people sell teams just for whatever reasons. The former owner of the Charlotte Hornets had to sell the team because he had sexual assault cases. Y'all talking about Steve Ballmer trying to pay somebody? You trying to get him hemmed up for that? Hey, yo, we protect Steve at all costs over here, bro. Best owner in sports. Y'all mad? What are y'all mad at? I thought the Clippers wasn't even a factor. Hey, listen, if I find out Utah's doing everything they can to try to keep Flip Wazowski on the squad, who cares? Let them pay what they want to pay. I'm not worried about it. Keep Flip Wazowski over there. Ain't nobody worried about that. But we in LA. We in LA, man. We in the largest market, most competitive market for sports and entertainment probably in the whole United States. Because of how many people and how many teams are out there and everything. And y'all mad at the Clippers for trying to pay Kawhi Leonard the shit he deserves. And then Stephen A out here acting a fucking fool.
I have never seen a superstar do less to market and promote his team or promote the brand. It was so bad, doggy, that I almost had a heart. I'm telling you right now, I had to go to the doctor and get checked up because I had palpitations. When I saw this man on a podium at a press conference post-game actually talking, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it because he says nothing.
Now, you play solitaire on the clock. You playing solitaire on the clock. You get fed talking points by other people. You let people go first so you can just contradict them. You don't even got no fucking leg to stand on. You want to talk about somebody's money and shit. Why y'all worried about this man's money, man? Let him live. This ain't no fucking FBI federal investigation. The real piece of shit, the guy that was running Aspiration. That's the guy y'all need to be coming after. Him and Pablo Torre snitching ass. You want to go and get 4 or 5 different off-camera interviews. Put your name on it. All you former employees, put your name on it. Or was you getting payments too? You was getting cut deals on the low. You was getting some money in your pocket. You was getting, I bet you workers at Aspiration was getting a nice chunk of change just to be at this fucking fake ass company. And y'all want to go off camera with Pablo Torre snitching ass. Bro, if you don't, y'all got to stop and think. Stop and think. Don't be getting fed all these little bullet points for no reason, man. Some bullshit. Steve Ballmer, protect Steve Ballmer at all costs. He ain't do nothing wrong. Kawhi Leonard ain't do nothing wrong, man. Let's keep it $150. Like Magic Johnson didn't sign no 25-year deal to get a plug, to get a stake in the Lakers and the Dodgers. Let's stop this nonsense, bro. Stop acting like real life don't happen. Man, come on, man. Try to get somebody paid and you over here hating. You act like Kawhi Leonard was on steroids, like Steve Ballmer was pumping him full of roids and shit. Y'all gotta relax with this shit, man. Pocket watching ass. Pablo Torre snitching ass. That's what we got on today's episode of the Hoopsicle Podcast. I'm your boy, the Ice Stream, man, aka Esco. We got more to come, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that.